You work so hard preparing amazing meals on your grill. You deserve countertops to bring your outdoor kitchen together. Belgard's DESIGNFORMS single shelf and single counter make cooking in your backyard a breeze. Build your own with these quick and easy steps. For this project, you will be building 2 single shelves and 1 single counter. Before you get started, you're going to want to have the following: a level, measuring tape, a carpenter's square, drill with a deep hex socket and adapter, a rubber mallet, some outdoor silicone for concrete, and a circular saw. Then you'll need your additional materials. For the single shelf, you'll need 10 1¼ deck screws and 20 2½ deck screws. You'll also need some pressure-treated wood. You will need 1 2x6x10, 1 2x4x8, 1 2x2x8, and 1 piece of plywood that is 2 foot by 4 foot by 3/4 inch. Make your necessary cuts as shown here, and if you're planning to stain the wood, now's your time. To create the wooden top for your shelf counter combo, you'll need 10 1¼ deck screws and 20 2½ deck screws. You'll also need some pressure-treated wood. You will need 2 2x6x10, 1 2x4x8, 1 2x2x8, and 1 piece of plywood that is 2 foot by 4 foot by 3/4 inch. Make the necessary cuts as shown here. Again, if you're planning to stain the wood, now's your time. For your safety, wear boots, gloves, and glasses. To build your grill surround, you will need to assemble the bases for a single shelf and a single counter. Then, you will follow the guide for your shelf and countertop to build your wooden top. You will also build another single shelf to completion. Here's how to do it. Step 1. To prepare your base, make sure you're building on a new or existing patio, on poured concrete, or on a compacted foundation. Always level ground before installation. Step 2. Grab your DESIGNFORMS hardware kit and assemble your brackets. All combined, to build your grill surround, you will need a total of 30 large panels, 4 small panels, and 9 hardware kits for assembling 24 of bracket A, 6 of bracket A1, 6 of bracket A2, 24 of bracket C, and 2 of bracket C1. You will also need 12 each of assembly pieces I and J. Note: before assembling your brackets, make sure the screw snaps into place when connecting the bolt to the slider. Step 3. Once your brackets are assembled, it's time to start building. Let's start with the single shelf. To begin, place your large panel. Make sure you leave enough space for your grill. An inch or 2 of clearance on each side should do it. Now, place your second large panel next to your first to make a 90-degree corner. Use your carpenter's square to make sure your angle is just right. Note: this build doesn't offset its panels. This panel and your front panel should be affixed between the side panels. Now, it's time to connect them. Here's how you make a 90-degree connection. Slide your pre-assembled corner bracket into place. Use your drill to secure your hardware. Note: for this build, it's important that your 90-degree connection is exactly 6 inches from the bottom of your panel, and that the flat side of the bracket faces upward to hold the shelf in the finished product. Then, you'll attach a small panel to the inside of your side panel. To attach your large panel to your small panel, slip 2 slider bolts into each channel of your small design form. If you'd like to add extra support for your lower shelf, install a horizontal bracket. Make sure that the height matches with your corner brackets. It should be 6 inches from the ground, as you see here. Place your third large design form, as shown here, to complete your base. Follow the same instructions as before to secure your final panel. Attach them with corner brackets A1 and A2, as shown here. To attach your next row, place a large panel on top of the first panel you placed. Here's how you make a vertical connection. slide bracket C through the channel on the large design form until it straddles both of the large panels. Secure it with your drill. You will then work around, securing the corners and vertical brackets for 3 large panels. Be mindful of the height of your corner brackets. For this row, they should be 6 inches from the top of your large panel. You will then place shelf supports in their proper channels, ensuring that they are the same height as your corner brackets. Once your second row is secure, build your third row of 3 panels just like you did with your second row. To attach your second and final small panel, place 2 slider bolts in each channel of your small design form. Then, as shown previously, attach A1 and A2 brackets. As you attach this last panel, get an extra set of hands to hold it as you drill it in place. Lastly, attach a single horizontal bracket to the large panel at the back of your shelf. This will secure the top when the time comes. Now that you've built one single shelf, it's time to build the other one. Step 4. It's time to build your single counter. Note, for this build, you do not offset your panels. You should affix them in the same shape as your shelves. Place your first large panel. Make sure it's sitting flush to the side of your single shelf. You can place your counter next to either shelf. Now, place your second large panel next to it to make a 90-degree corner. Follow the same steps as you work around and complete your first row. Place the first panel of your second row on top of the first panel of your base. Then attach it with a vertical bracket, as shown here. Then, repeat the same steps as you did for the base to complete your second and third rows. Easy enough, right? Step 5. Time to top it off. Before you place your countertops, slide your shelves into place. Once the shelves are in place, attach your wooden support beams to the front of your single shelf builds, as shown here. To make your countertops, assemble the wood as shown here for your single shelf. Then, assemble the wood as shown here for your shelf counter combo. Step 6. Use the outdoor silicone to adhere the countertop to the base. When the countertops are in place, secure them using the bracket on the inside of your single shelf design forms. And just like that, you're ready to fire up the grill for a weekend meal. Belgard Design Forms. Backyards made easy.